Good Thursday morning, everyone. We're going to be continuing our week-long meditation based on the planetary spheres, for which each day of the week is attributed. And today's Thursday. Thursday is Jupiter. So basically, today's meditation is that which revolves around the planetary sphere of Jupiter. That's number 4 on the tree of life, which is the highest level of consciousness one attains before the crisis of crossing the abyss to number 3. We're reading from Liber vii, which is the the cry, if you will, being the voluntary emancipation of a certain exempt adept, number 4, from his adeptship, in other words, going to 3. These are the birth words of a master of the temple. Now, when a magician crosses the abyss and reaches to the level and becomes, as it were, a master of the temple, it is said that a shooting star falls through the abyss and into the lower section of the tree of life, and it lands and takes up residency in the planetary sphere for which the individual magician the sphere that the ordinary magician's career was destined to be the avatar for. Crowley suggested that his shooting star landed either in Tiferet and more specifically the path of Leo that goes between 5 and 4. Now, I don't know whether this has anything to do with that or not, but each of us has one of those planetary spheres for which our existence, I guess, in this dimension is destined to be the avatar for. In other words, we've got a planetary sphere that sort of in some enlightened future, when people look at our career, the reason for our existence, the particular trumpet, if you will, that plays the particular word that our incarnation was meant to represent, is one of those planetary spheres. Well, in the formal AA program, when you move from neophyte to zealator, part of the task of the grade is for you to just take Liber vii, which are broken up into these planetary meditations, and just choose whatever chapter you're most attracted to, or that you're resonating to, or you just may pick it at random. Whatever it is, it may be that first foreshadowing of what your native sphere is, and where perhaps your shooting star will fall and take residency in upon you reaching the level of Master of the Temple. When it came time for me to choose a chapter to memorize, I chose the one we're going to read today. And yes, I had it memorized. I had it memorized pretty damn good because it's just absolutely wonderful. I wish I could say that I could recite it to you, read it back to you word for word now, these many, many years later. But I can't. But I probably could with a few days of hammering back because it's really in there deep. Instead, I'm going to turn to it mostly. I'll refer to it today. But mine is Jupiter, which happens to be chapter 3 in Liber 7. And once again, as I speak, just enjoy the word images that are painted on the back of your eyelids as you meditate. Enjoy it like a wonderful, wild, fantastic cartoon of some kind. I was the priest of Amun-Ra in the temple of Amun-Ra at Thebai. But Bacchus came singing with his troops of vine-clad girls, in dark mantles, and Bacchus in their midst like a faun. God, how I ran out in my rage and scattered the chorus. But in my temple stood Bacchus as the priest of Amun-Ra. Therefore I went then I went wildly with the girls into Abyssinia, and there we abode and rejoiced. Exceedingly, yea, in good sooth, I will eat the ripe and the unripe fruit for the glory of Bacchus. Terraces of helix and tiers of onyx and opal and sardonyx, leading up to the cool green porch of malachite. Within is a crystal shell, shaped like an oyster. O glory of Priapus, O beatitude of the great goddess, therein is a pearl. O pearl, thou hast come from the majesty of the dread Amun-Ra. Then I, the priest, beheld a steady glitter in the heart of the pearl, so bright we could not look. But behold, a blood-red rose upon a rood of glowing gold. So I adored the god Bacchus. Thou art the lover of my god. I, who was priest of Amun-Ra, who saw the Nile flow by for many moons, am the young fawn in the gray land. I will set up my dance in your conventicles, and my secret love shall be sweet among you. Thou shalt have a lover among the lords of the gray land. This shall he bring unto thee, without which all is in vain, a man's life spilt for thy love upon mine altars. Amen. Let it be soon, O God, my God, I ache for thee. I wander very alone among the mad folk in the grey land of desolation. Thou shalt set up the abominable, lonely thing of wickedness. O joy to lay that cornerstone. It shall stand erect upon the high mountains. Only my God shall commune with it. I will build it of a single ruby. It shall be seen from afar off. Come, let us irritate the vessels of the earth, that they may distill strange wine. It grows under my hand. It shall cover the whole heaven. Thou art behind me. I scream with mad joy. Then said Ethereal, the strong, let us also worship this invisible marble. So did they, and the archangels swept over the heaven. Strange and mystic like a yellow priest invoking mighty flights of great gray birds from the north, so do I stand and invoke thee. Let them obscure not the sun with their wings and their clamor. Take away form and its following. I am still. Thou art like an offspray among the rice. I am the great red pelican in the sunset waters. I am like a black eunuch, and thou art the scimitar. I smite off the head of the light one, the breaker of bread and salt. Yea, I smite, and the blood makes as it were a sunset on the lapis lazuli of the king's bedchamber. I smite, the whole world is broken up into a mighty wind, and a voice cries aloud in a tongue that men cannot speak. I know that awful sound of primal joy. Let us follow on the wings of the gale even unto the holy house of Hathor. Let us offer the 5 jewels of the cow upon her altar. Again, the inhuman voice. I rear my Titan bulk into the teeth of the gale, and I smite and prevail and swing me out over the sea. There is a strange pale god, a god of pain and deadly wickedness. My own soul bites into itself like a scorpion ringed with fire. That pallid god with face averted, that god of subtlety and laughter, that young Doric god, him will I serve. For the end thereof is torment unspeakable, better the loneliness of the great grey sea. But ill befall the folk of the grey land, my God. Let me smother them with my roses. O thou delicious gods, smile sinister. I pluck thee, O my God, like a purple plum upon a sunny tree. How thou dost melt in my mouth, thou consecrated sugar of the stars. The world is all gray before mine eyes. It is like an old worn wineskin. All the wine of it is on these lips. Thou hast begotten me upon a marble statue, O my God. The body is icy cold with the coldness of 1,000,000 moons. It is harder than the adamant of eternity. How shall I come forth into the light? Thou art he, O God, my darling, my child, my plaything. Thou art like a cluster of maidens, like a multitude of swans upon a lake. I feel the essence of softness. I am hard and strong and male, but come thou, I shall be soft and weak and feminine. Thou shalt crush me in the winepress of thy love. My blood shall stain thy fiery feet with litanies of love in anguish. There shall be a new flower in the fields, a new vintage in the vineyards. The bees shall gather a new honey. The poets shall sing a new song. I shall gain the pain of the goat for my prize, and the God that sitteth upon the shoulders of time shall drowse. then shall all this which is written be accomplished. Yea, it shall be accomplished. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.